Prem Rawat is one of the most famous speakers in the world that you may never have heard of.
Our next guest is someone you do not want to miss out on.
I think you can see the joy, the pride in my face as I get to sit down with our next guest right now.
Let's bring you another story now that we hope will put a smile on your face and some inspiration.
We next turn to a man who is working to give us a way to find peace.
Recognized as an international ambassador of peace.
A just wonderful human being, Prem Rawat.
We are hanging out to the speaker, a vessel of peace.
Prem Rawat.
It's a pleasure to have this opportunity to address the Google audience.
It's fantastic having you here in Sri Lanka.
It's a huge pleasure to have Prem Rawat on the show this morning.
The New York Times best-selling author travels the world all year long, teaching people how to access inner peace and contentment. When did you start speaking about peace? How old were you?
I was 4 years old.
4?
4.
And would people listen to a 4-year-old?
Actually, they did. They did because they couldn't believe a 4-year-old was talking about peace. I didn't have any idea of what this huge audience was or what these people were really there for, but I knew I wanted to talk about peace.
Over the past half-century, Rawat has traveled to every continent.
His global effort spans over 100 countries, bringing a practical message of hope, of happiness and peace to all.
Working with gangs, with schools, with individuals to promote peace and encourage personal fulfillment.
He has been featured in magazines and newspapers all over the world and set the world record for the largest attendance at a single lecture while speaking to over 375,000 people in Gaya, India.
He's received numerous awards, including the Brand Laureate International Hall of Fame Lifetime Achievement Award.
Thank you so much. I'm very touched by the whole ceremony today.
An award given to the likes of Nelson Mandela.
You have so sacrificially given your life and your all in promoting peace to the world.
But Rawat insists this is not about him. It's about you. It's about peace.
I've always wondered, how do you define the word peace? Because I think in some countries you'd say, well, we're talking about peace and stability, which means the absence of conflict. How do you describe the word peace?
Okay, after the talk, after the pointing of the fingers, after the political scene, after everything else, there's this thing called feeling. Okay, and that feeling reigns supreme. And when you feel peace, not talking about peace, but you feel peace in your life, that's the real peace.
Μιλάτε συνεχώς εδώ και 60 χρόνια για την ειρήνη. Μιλάτε για έναν εσωτερικό εαυτό που είναι διαφορετικός από τον εξωτερικό μας εαυτό. Δηλαδή άλλα δείχνουμε και άλλα είμαστε.
Yes, the external self is under constant change. The only thing it does is change, 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 change. And we try so hard for it not to change. And the internal self never changes.
We get lost in the world, we get lost in navigating and finding our way. And with everything happening and as adults, we end up probably losing the connection with self. So when we talk about know thyself, what's the starting point?
Somebody puts a definition of what peace is, and we start looking for that. Peace is something you will feel. It's like drinking water. Who can tell you when your thirst will be quenched? Will it take 1 glass? Will it take 2 glasses? Will it take half a glass? Will it take quarter of a glass? Will it take a sip? Whatever it is, you will know.
I'm honored and privileged to be sitting with you here one-on-one. Hundreds of thousands of people love you, appreciate you, and you've helped them through their journey of self-discovery. Thank you for being here.
Well, thank you so much for having me. It's my pleasure.
Your book is titled Hear Yourself. Why?
Because we do not understand the noise, the cacophony that's going on inside of us. There are so many voices at any given time inside a human being saying so many things to us. And to hear yourself, one way is to hear yourself, your quest, your request to yourself, and the other one is to hear yourself, all the noise that is going on between your ears.
I can ask you, people will say to you, yeah, but when I'm wealthy, when I have a plane, my own plane, when I have a Lamborghini, I'll be happy. I know that for a fact. What do you say to people like that?
You can have all of that, but first of all, you have to have peace. To me, it's like this. Imagine your Lamborghini, your Ferrari, your airplane to be zeros, and you are one. If you place zeros in front of one will remain one, and you can have as many zeros as you want, and nothing happens. Take one and put that first, and then put a zero. Now you've got 10, and then you've got 100, and then you got 1,000, and you got a 10,000 and 100,000. So which one do you put first? Wow. They're putting their ambitions first, but not themselves. I'm saying put yourself in first, and then your ambitions.
His foundation has provided millions of meals to the hungry in recognition that peace is not possible if you don't have the necessities of life.
Now, we know your foundation, has done some incredible work. We know you've got a cooperation agreement with the South African government to support schools. You've done so much work in education facilities to help young people's mental health and well-being. Tell us more about this.
It's been an incredible journey making sure that things happen that need to happen. We have gone into the zones where people need the help the most.
Prem Rawat, I don't know if I can thank you enough for all the wisdom you've shared with us today, so thank you so much for that.
I think we can agree that we all needed to hear a little bit of positivity.
You have given me what I needed to hear this morning in a personal journey. I've been struggling to explain this world as it is now to my son when weighing up all the fear. But there is strength in the individual. He is the solution to that. I cannot wait to see the reaction on the people's faces as they get to connect with you and this movement.
You've brought a whole lot of peace, a lot of understanding for so many people, myself included, with this conversation.
It's been amazing meeting you. Wow.
Prem Rawat, thank you so much for joining our show.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.